What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to the channel. We could have been anywhere today, but you're here with us. So for that, we do thank you. Man, today we're talking about professionalism. Most people go through life as amateurs. An amateur is just someone that is inept. Now, you can be an amateur in a sport. You can be an amateur in your finances. You can also be an amateur just in life. You know, walking around with stains on your clothing, being unprepared for different scenarios, your room dirty, that's amateurism. And we want to strive for professionalism in everything that we do. The way we speak, we have to speak professionally, right? We have to orate well, we have to communicate with others well, we have to pause when we're speaking, we have to take our time to gather our thoughts. There's a way to walk, we have to breathe with our mouth closed, breathe through your nose. So even in the littlest things, we have to be professional. Now, I'm telling you this because I'm not a professional in everything in life, but I do strive to be. Today, we're going to talk about the dangers of being an amateur and why being a professional will help our lives. So imagine you're going to a meeting and you're running late, you're rushing. Your belongings are not put together, your clothes are wrinkled, you're losing things, you're missing things in your backpack. That's the epitome of amateurism. Being late is amateur, right? So everywhere you want to go today, try to be 15 minutes early, be thorough. Everyone trusts a professional. You also will trust yourself more as a professional. The big thing in professionalism that most people don't think about is speaking. You should never have a blank page. So let me explain what that means. So sometimes we go into conversations and people ask us to tell us a story about our childhood and we just try to remember what we can. You should always have stories ready to go. You should have jokes ready to go. I know it sounds crazy, but if you're going somewhere where you have to make a good impression, you have to be important, you have to contribute to the conversation positively, you have to have things prepared. If you're going to talk to your boss or your advisor, don't pull up in there without questions to ask. Have things pick their own brain. Let them speak about themselves. Let them talk. Whenever you're studying for an exam, don't go in there hoping you don't see certain topics. Go in there prepared as a professional. Make sure you looked at your weaknesses, you worked on your weaknesses. I know it's hard because we try to keep up with the time, but we have to take control of our time as a professional. So before you sleep, the next day starts the night before. That means that the way that tomorrow will go is determined by the actions you take the night before. Do you stay up until 1 a.m. on Instagram or texting somebody? Or do you shut your phone off at 11 or at 10 p.m. and give yourself time to be at peace, be in your room, be quiet, and then wake up early on time, right? So you can see how the actions of yesterday are going to determine the results of tomorrow. There's also a professional way to handle emotions. So the craziest thing about life is sometimes we're put in these scenarios that are just emotionally triggering. I knew someone long ago. I used to live in Minnesota, and this is someone that I grew up with. He was like older than me. He actually went to prison maybe a few years back because he was dating some girl. She broke up with her boyfriend and he got with the girl. He moved in with her. So a year after her and her boyfriend's breakup, he was with this girl. They were together, whatever. He came back home and he saw the girl with her ex in the bed. And in that moment, his emotions overtook him. He had what we call temporary insanity. He went crazy, he went insane. And because he couldn't control his emotions, he took a gun out and tried to, he shot at both the couple, the girl and the guy in bed, and now he's convicted with attempted murder. Now, some people will go and say, oh, he's a bad person, X, Y, Z. Me having understood a little bit about life, I know that what happened there was his emotions overtook him. And that's why emotions are dangerous, because emotions can control you, can control your mind, can take over your body. So I'm not saying that you can't go through life not feeling emotions. You're going to feel every emotion, but you have to go and sit in these emotions. When you feel extremely excited, sit in that. Don't just react. When you feel extremely frustrated or angry, sit in that. Don't react. Know that both emotions are imposters. They're intruders, right? Because you'll be angry one moment and happy the next. You're up and down, right? You're up and down like a wave. So the emotions are always controlling your action, controlling how you see the day, controlling how you feel, controlling how you engage with other people. You want to be like this. You want to be even keel, level-headed. You want to have tranquility inside. And as a professional, you have to professionally handle your emotions. Sometimes you remove yourself. You don't want to do what the guy I told you about, the story earlier. You don't want to do what he did and try to end someone's life or whatever and affect your own life because the emotions took over. So we talked about timeliness. We talked about appearance. We talked about emotions, right? We talked about storytelling. Professionalism also applies to your finances, applies to making money. Always look for ways to make money ethically. The way the world works is the world will never reward you with things that you got in an ill-gotten way. Do things the ethical way, do things professionally. Being professional is also being ethical, being righteous in the way you do things. God rewards that, So look for ways that you can be a professional. Clean your room. Take a second to think. When you go into the car, don't just drive unconsciously. Be conscious. peep the road, to give cars around you a good following distance. So the last thing I want to say is that professionalism is about being prepared. You have to be a professional inside, and to be professional inside means you have to have the skill set. As I go out, I'm okay if someone was to bleed out. If someone's heart was to stop, I wouldn't be scared. If someone had a cut, I know I could suture it. If someone was attacked on a subway train, I know that I have the skills to defend myself and defend others. If I had to give a presentation or speak to people, I'm okay because I know that I built that skill set. So being a professional also means being a professional within. Don't be incompetent, incapable within. You have to be a professional. So thank you guys for watching. Professionalism is it, man. Professionalism pays the bills. Professionalism gets us the skills. Yeah, professionalism. See you guys later. Out.